Hello, in this video I'm going to try to show you how to use HTML lists. So the first thing I'm going to do is just open up my pages that I want to work with. So remember, right click and edit with Notepad++ is the easiest way there. Okay, so I've got my two HTML documents open. I'm going to look for a couple of places to do a list. So this one actually, this music page seems ripe for a list of my favourite bands. Something like that would do. So I'm going to go for it. In here, here's some bands I like. Let's just change this a little bit. Let's change it to my top 3 bands. And now I'm just going to get rid of that paragraph. I'm going to set this out as a list. So I could do a list of things. I could do it just using like paragraphs, BR tags to take line breaks, but it's important to use the most appropriate tag, and there is an HTML tag specifically for creating lists. It does actually get used in more complex web development stuff. It gets used to create nice navigation bars and things. But for now, we literally want to display a list here. There are 2 types of lists we can display. We can display a bulleted list, so one with just little symbols before each item, or we can display a numbered list. So I think what I'll do here, my top 3 bands, right? So it would make sense to do this like a numbered list, like number 1, number 2, number 3. So how do I do it? Well, I use some tags, obviously. The tags I'm going to use are, for a numbered list, OL. So OL stands for ordered list. So it has an opening tag and a closing tag. Okay, ordered list. And in fact, I'll put a little comment into that effect. So OL is for an ordered list. And so what that means is a numbered list. It really just means, or numbered apparently, it really just means the order is important to me. So I'm numbering them because the order is important. So within the OL tags, so this marks, here's where my list is starting, here's where my list is finishing. Within there, I'm going to use another tag, and that tag is the LI tag. Now, LI means list item. LI, list item. So each item in the list, each separate thing that I want to put in the list, I'm going to put right here within LI tag. So let's just go Beastie Boys. Oh, I've loved them for a long time. So let's put them first. So opening LI tag, closing LI tag. This is the first list item. There's the start of it, there's the end of it. Let's do another one. We do have Pearl Jam. There we go. And then let's do another one. I can do as many or as few as I like. Let's pick someone else. Let's do Ash. There we go. Okay. Notice I've indented the LIs. I've used the tab key to indent them a bit because they're all inside this OL. So they're all within this ordered list. There's each list item. Okay, let's have a quick look at it. So Control S to save, launching Chrome, and there we go. And now, wonderfully, I forgot that I had centered this page. So weird stuff happens when you've got lists that are centered. This weird stuff, to be precise. The bullets or numbers appear over the left hand side, everything else appears in the center. Now I can never remember how to fix this, so I'm going to pause this for a second. So because I'm sensible, I've just come to the notes on the S1 web development page, the notes, and there's a little bit here that tells me exactly what to do, because I really can never remember this slightly fiddly little fix. I need to get my CSS open. So it's to do with styling it. So let's edit that. Okay, so I mean, one easy fix is don't have things centered, but what if we want it centered? Well, it looks like I want to put in styles for my ordered list, for OL. So that's the selector. I want to select any ordered lists and style them like this. Now don't worry about this. This is just like a little trick to get it to work. I hope it'll work. I've forgotten already what it said there. What did it say? I think I'd remember. Display table, margin, auto. That's the important bit. So display table, margin. I'll do it on the next line like I've been doing all the others. Margin, auto. Okay, so let's save that. I'll see if that fixes things. Let's go back to the page. Ah, there we go. Nice little trick. Still a little bit weird, isn't it? We still get this sort of thing. Number 3 and then Ash is centered right over here. But it's a lot better. Okay. It works nicely if it's not center aligned. That is an ordered list, a numbered list. Now let's go and do let's go and do the other one. I'll do it on the other page. I'll do favorite movies over here. So I had my favorite movies. Right. So let's just do, after this picture of the Goonies, I'll just put in some other movies I love. A little paragraph. Some other movies. Oh, I've written like even though I said love. Some other movies I like. And let's do a list after this. So this one, I'm not saying like my top 3, my top 5, the top 10, whatever. It's just some other stuff. It's in a list. So here, bullets would do fine. Just symbols to help make it easier to see each item in the list. So we use a slightly different tag. It is very slightly different. You might even be able to guess. Here we did an ordered list because the order was important. And this one, the order is not important to me. I'm just putting things down. So it's an unordered list, UL. Other than that, it's the exact same as the other one. So open the UL and close the UL. Start the unordered list and end the unordered list. And then within it, same as before, I put LI tags around each list item. So whatever, Back to the Future. I appear to be stuck in the 80s, I realise. I'm just going to embrace it. I do love the 80s. Back to the Future. Let's go for Raiders of the Lost Ark. And just to prove to you that it doesn't have to be 3 items, I'll do 4 in this one. It can be 1 item, it can be as many as you like. I better put, no, I said some other movies. Breakfast Club. Love that movie. And, oh, of course. I don't know how many times a year I watch this. There we go. I've just gone for 80s gold there, really. Okay. So, UL for an unordered list. Let me put in a little comment just to remind myself about that. UL is for an unordered list. So it's like a bulleted list. Okay, and then LI is again for each list item. Now, let's just check to see if that's worked. We're going to have the same centering problem. I know. Where are we? Down here. Yeah, once again, the bullet's appearing over there because it's all centered. But it's the same fix as before, but this time I'll need to do it for UL tags. So you don't normally, you don't have to do this if you haven't got a centered list. Or maybe you like that. Maybe you like that weird thing where the bullets are over at one side and everything else in the center. I'm just going to copy that. So Control C and then Control V to paste, and I'm just going to change it. UL is going to be styled in the same way. Okay, let's save that. And I will go back and have a wee look at this, refresh it. Yeah, okay, still that slightly weird thing where the actual text is centered, but much better. Right, I think, 10 minutes, not my worst. I think that is about it. Maybe worth saying, we can of course actually style these things in other ways as well. Maybe I want an ordered list to be, you know, a particular color or something, so I can style it like that. So that's fine if it's only the items in the ordered list that I want to do. Oh no, it was in the other one, wasn't it? Let's go to my other page on the Goonies. It should be red. For God's sake. I forgot it was my page on my favourite music. I can't even... Oh, I know why. I should have stopped this earlier. This is because I've ended up redoing videos. Right. Let me just do this. Let me run this page in Chrome. Alright, there it is. It's red. That was we eventually got there. I'm trying to prove to you that we could style these in a different way. Or if I want all of the list items in both types of list to be styled in a particular way, I can style li tags. I can put li as my selector there. So let's say I want the font size really tiny for all items in lists. And if I go and refresh that, I get that. Let's refresh this one. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Try putting unordered and ordered lists into your pages. Have fun.